honey baby sweetie, you're gonna be a mess. You're gonna be like an ocean of just a disaster. Hi you guys, welcome back to the Clean Beauty Code. I'm so excited for today because today we are talking about Clean Beauty Mascara. We're doing a new, like entire, not new, we're doing a new roundup though of Clean Beauty Mascaras because I've done one on this channel before, and it usually takes me a while to try and test and like really see if I like a product. I don't really just say off the bat I like something. I usually try it out, see when I'm sweaty, when I'm not sweaty, you know, different like skin days where sometimes I'm super dry, sometimes I'm super oily, sometimes I'm combination. I really like to hit all the gamuts to like gamuts. That feels like it's wrong, but either way, I try to hit all the points. So it takes me a while. Now we have a ton of mascaras to talk about. I'm really freaking excited. We have new, like relatively new ones. We have waterproof. We have like all the really popular ones, maybe not all the really popular ones, but a lot of the really popular ones we're going to be talking about today, and I'm really freaking excited. So the way I'm going to be structuring this is I'm going to be doing little reviews of each one to kind of give you a synopsis about like what I feel they're good for and all of that. Then I'm going to be comparing and contrasting them all to each other, and then afterwards I'm going to let you know which one is my true ride or die favorites, if it's one, if it's, you know, which one surprised me the most, all that. So I just want to get in it, like get into this. I want to jump right in. So if you're excited for this video and more videos like this, then please like and subscribe. Also let me know down below what your favorite Clean Beauty mascara is, or just what your favorite mascara is. And yeah, without further ado, let's jump in and talk about Clean Beauty mascaras. All right, you guys, I'm so excited. So I'm looking a mess today. I'm so sorry. So I have a crap ton in front of me here, and I'm just gonna kind of grab and go. So first things first, let's talk about one that is relatively like newer, not newer, but like newer to me at least, the Bite Beauty mascara. Now, this mascara, what is this called? The Upswing Full Volume Mascara. Okay, I'm wearing that on my lashes today, and I feel like, let me try and get even closer. I don't know why I didn't pull the camera closer for this video, seeing as I'm wearing the mascara, but that's okay. This really does give you volume, and it really does pump up your freaking lashes. This, though, you need to be careful because it can clump. Now, the best way I find to use it is take out the brush, kind of clean it off. The brush itself is like an hourglass shape. It's similar to another mascara I'm going to be talking about today, and like the brush wise, and similar to the Better Than Sex mascara and the Lash Paradise mascara in the shape of the wand. Now, this is a just regular style wand. It's not plastic. It's just a traditional style wand. You need to clean off the brush. Now, I know that sounds like a lot of work, and that might not be for everyone, because everyone's like, I just want my mascara to, when I pull it out, just I'll be able to apply it and go. But you need to clean it off because this can clump. Now, this gives amazing volume. It looks hella good. It gives me like it holds a curl really nicely, which I like. It looks beautiful all day, but I need to powder my under eyes because I do find it has a little bit of fall down. Now, that might not happen for everyone. It can depend on, you know, how oily your under eyes are. Actually, I don't know if anyone's under eyes are oily, but you know, how watery your eyes are, whatever. That, I mean, everyone's eyes in terms of whether or not a mascara has a lot of fall down, it kind of depends. Now, if you clean off the brush, you will not have any flaking. If you do not clean off the brush, it is going to flake. There's a lot of product on the brush, and when you do a ton of layers, you just have to make sure you're cleaning it off. This does dry down relatively medium quick. It's not crazy fast at all, but it's not one that like stays wet for a really long time. I have other mascaras like that stay like wet for a really long time. Apply your coat, go to the next eye, apply your coat, and then go right back and apply. Don't like let it sit, because then you can also get clumping. But this is a beautiful mascara. I really freaking like this, and it's an amazing addition to my collection. Okay, next. All right, let's talk about one that literally doesn't run at all, and that is the Merit Beauty mascara. Now, I really didn't think I was gonna like this at first, because when I opened it, the wand is just like a traditional wand. It looks hella boring. You're like, what? Where's the excitement? Where's the flash? What's happening? She looks like a, like, what is it? The Maybelline, just the one in the pink and green tube. Like when I pulled out the wand, I kind of got that vibe from it and I was like uninterested, but then I applied it and I really, really like this. This gives great volume. It doesn't give like a crap ton of, no, it gives length, but it's not like hella lengthening. Like I have other mascaras I use that are more lengthening than this one, but this still gives length. It's more of a tubing mascara style, so it definitely gives length and it does not fall down. If you're the type of person with oily under eyes, or you're the type of person that is constantly having issues with mascara running, this is the one to go for because it does not run. It doesn't matter if I set my concealer or not. I really like this mascara. I've used this in a ton of videos. I definitely think if you are getting married and you kind of want something that isn't going to be a complete mess, this is definitely worth checking out because it doesn't run. So if it's a hot summer day, or you know, I mean, if it's not waterproof, it's not cry proof. I just want to say that, but this would definitely be, out of all of the mascaras I'm talking about today, the one that I would be like, yeah, if like you have an event and you have like, you know, it's going to be a long day, and you know, like if it's 3 hours in and you know that you always get like mascara fallout, this is great. This doesn't flake. I really, really like this, and I think it does a great job. I have a whole Merit Beauty review, so I'll link a lot of the videos. If it's like I have a brand review or something like that where I talk about it more specifically, I'll link those videos down below. Okay, next. All right, next. Okay, you know what? Let's go here. Let's talk about the Say Beauty mascara. I actually really like this mascara. I did not think I was gonna like it because the wand is crazy. Okay, now it is a plastic wand. It has bristles all the way around and it has bristles on the end. The bristles on the end are all types of like a menace when you're doing your bottom lashes. When you're doing your bottom lashes, this right here can like deposit a ton of product and also just like kind of clump your lashes together. But the wand, when you're applying it to your upper lashes, is fine. I really like the way that this wears. I like the way that it makes my lashes look. I would say that this, out of like a lot of these, not all of them, but a lot of these today, tends to be a little bit more on the not natural side, but like it doesn't have as much of a like volume impact, but it is a beautiful mascara. It looks really nice. I really do like wands that are plastic, just for the reason that it helps separate lashes, and I find that I have like nice separated lashes with this. The only thing I will say is I really don't like this bottom thing. A lot of product collects, and so I always make sure I clean off the brush with this. I think a lot of the time when people have issues with mascara, and there's like flaking or whatever, not all the time, but a lot of the time, it's because the brush just has too much product on it. So then your lashes can get clumpy, or there's too much product on it. So then the extra product that's like on the ends or at the bottom here can flake off and then create flaking. So just cleaning off the brush is really important. This is a really good mascara. I actually really like it. I also don't find that it has a lot of fall down or like running, which is really great. I really do like this. And yeah, all right, next. You know what? Let's actually move to this one. The next one I want to talk about is the Hint Beauty mascara. So again, like the Merit Beauty one, when I first opened this and I saw this wand, I was like, what are you talking about? Where is this going to do anything? I literally was like shocked. I opened it. Now, it's a good mascara. It is. Oh my god, it smells like blueberries. It smells like blueberries, almost like blueberry yogurty, which kind of sounds gross, but it's not gross. And I really don't like yogurt, and this doesn't gross me out. It's just like, it actually smells like a very specific yogurt that I used to have as a kid that was blueberry, and I really like that. But this mascara is really interesting because it's a very dry formula. If you like dry formulas, this is the mascara for you. It makes my lashes look good. It doesn't do like anything crazy with like lengthening at all. It gives more volume, but again, it's kind of just like a good mascara, a good basic mascara. If you're the type of person that likes a basic everyday mascara, this is definitely the one I would check out because it's just super simple, but it makes your lashes look really, really nice. It's a drier formula. So I will say with that drier formula, I do find it crumbles a little bit. And you can't really clean off the brush more than it already is cleaned off because it is a drier formula. Like there isn't that much product on the brush. I mean, there is, but it's not like super wet where it's like easy to clean off. So this does crumble a little bit and it does have a little bit of fall down, but it's not, crazy. I still like this mascara. I would still recommend it. I would just recommend it to a certain type of person. This is not a mascara that everyone is going to like, but it's definitely going to work for some people, and I do really like it. And yeah, let's move on to the next one, shall we? All right, next. You know what? Let's go here. Okay, Lily Lolo mascara. Now, this is one of the mascaras that has a wand really similar to the Bite Beauty wand. Now, this mascara gives really super, super fluffy lashes. Hella fluffy. All the fluff can be had here. I really, really like this. If I had to compare these two, I just want to say in terms of like volume, look, and all of that, these are really similar, which makes sense because the wands are really similar. This is like a traditional wand. Again, I find that this is one that I grab more for events because it can give me like that really fluffy, sexy, like nighttime lash look. This is really nice. It doesn't have a ton of fallout, like in terms of like running at all towards the end of the day. I do really enjoy this. It still has like a little bit of running, but not as much as other mascaras I'm going to talk about today. This is really nice. I really like the formula. I really like the wand on this one. I want to try the other Lily Lolo mascara, the one that is in the white tube with the black cap. That's more like the traditional brush, and see how that one wears. But this is a really good mascara. I actually really freaking like this one. And when I did my last review, I know that I said like that I'm obsessed with this mascara. I'm still obsessed with this mascara. I grab it a lot. It just gives like a beautiful lash look, and I highly recommend that. Okay, next. I actually want to talk about the Kosas mascara, and then I want to talk about waterproof one, and then I want to talk about the Ilia one. So, Kosas mascara, the Big Clean mascara. Let's talk about this. So this is like a U-shaped wand, and in terms of heft, I would say the Bite Beauty and this one are similar. This one is the most weighty mascara that we're going to be talking about today in terms of component. The design is beautiful. I really like the direction Kosas is going with their designs. Like, they were very much black and white and minimalist, and now they're kind of moving into a little bit more fun, a little bit more, I would say for a lot of us 90s kids, a lot of us now 30-year-olds, this like is so nostalgic. Like, this gives me such Lisa Frank vibes. A lot of their stuff that they've recently come out with give me like just gel pen, Lisa Frank, just vibes, and this is really similar. This mascara I have a whole review on, so I'm not going to go into too much because I'm going to link that and you can watch that. There's like a whole freaking video on this. Is one that you need to clean the product off of. You can definitely build this up, but I will say a lot of product with this one, when you deposit on your lashes, this is more oil based, so there is a crap ton of like running. Now, a ton of people love this mascara and don't really have that issue, but if you have oily or leaky eyes or generally have a lot of issues with mascara running, this mascara runs. Now, this also flakes, so even when you clean off the brush, it flakes, and the way that this dries down is it dries down super slowly because it's more oil based. So when you do a coat, like when you're done, like it's almost like if you touch your lashes, which I don't know why you would do this, but like I test everything, so when you touch your lashes, it's still wet, so give it time to dry before you like do setting spray, before you are like too vigorously blinking or whatever. Just give it time to dry or you're going to be a hella mess. This is I actually really like the finish of this. I like the way it looks. It gives me a beautiful fluffy lash look, which I love. This is definitely not one I would wear at night just because there is running and fall down, but it is a beautiful daytime mascara. I need to set my under eyes, and I can't just set it with like the Kosas setting powder. I mean, I technically I could, and it looks fine with that, but like I would prefer and do prefer setting it with like the Ilia powder because it's a little bit more matte and it soaks up more of the oils underneath, so that then I don't have the issue of running, because just because it's oil based, it just runs. Also, if you wear it with the Kosas concealer, honey baby sweetie, you're gonna be a mess. You're gonna be like an ocean of just a disaster, because a lot of oil in this and a lot of oil in that. But it's a good mascara, and again, it's not every mascara is for everyone. This is not going to be a mascara for everyone at all. I definitely think that this is for someone who wants a little bit more of a minimal lash look, only wants to do maybe a coat, maybe a second coat, but like isn't too worried about like overly like voluminous lashes and likes to build it up a ton, because I do find with a lot of like coats, this is not great. Okay, next let's talk about the waterproof mascara. So I have the Aire Perez waterproof mascara. The second I saw this, I grabbed it and have been testing it for a really long time because I really wanted to find a waterproof mascara for my wedding makeup look, because I wore waterproof mascara on my wedding day. Now, like, you do not need to do that. I know plenty of people who don't wear waterproof mascara on their wedding day because it messes up their lashes, but I really wanted to try one out and be able to recommend one. I would say this is not wet. It's not dry. It's not as dry as the Hint Beauty one. It's kind of more where the Lily Lolo sits. The Lily Lolo one is not super wet as a formula. Now, this is just like a traditional brush. When I saw this, I was kind of disappointed because when it comes to mascaras, like for waterproof, I would say for most part, a lot of people like waterproof for evening events. So I didn't think that this was going to give me crazy volume. Now, this doesn't give me crazy volume at all. And at nighttime, my preference is volume. However, you can build it up. I have tested this a ton. I don't love it, you guys. I don't think that this is a good waterproof mascara. This one still runs. Now, if you set it your under eyes a crap ton, yeah, then you really don't have that issue. But a lot of people don't like to set their under eyes with a crap ton of powder that's super like dry feeling and cakey feeling. Because then it just accentuates your under eye lines, which we all have, or not all, but like, you know, if you're not 21 anymore, you probably have them. And I don't love that about this because it kind of compromises the way I would do my makeup. I don't know if compromise is the right word, but I just can't do my makeup the way I normally would. It's a beautiful mascara. It looks nice. Like, I don't need crazy volume all the time, but for waterproof mascara, because I like would normally be wearing it to like a night event or a wedding or something where I know I'm going to be crying or it's going to be a long day or something like that, where I'm going to be wearing it for hours and hours and hours, not just, you know, to work in a home, but like it's like a nighttime event where you're talking, there's wind, whatever, who knows where you are, what you're doing. This isn't like my favorite. I think that you know, I mean, I've been hunting. I do not know of like other amazing clean beauty mascaras that are waterproof. If they are, please leave them down below because I'd love to know and I'd love to start testing them. I still like wear this and I'm fine with it. But again, for what I think people wear waterproof mascaras for, like, I wouldn't recommend this. I don't think that it does that great of a job. It's not flaky. Like, I don't find that it flakes. I just find that there is fall down. Like, I do find that there's running, and it's, you know, if I don't wear it on my bottom lashes, I don't necessarily have that issue as much, but I still have that issue. I don't know if it like is the avocado oil or whatever's in this that kind of creates that, but for me at least, it's not my favorite, and I don't want to recommend this for like a nighttime event or a wedding. I think it's a good daytime appropriate mascara, but for nighttime, if you like a little ha-cha-cha, a little like, I don't know, volume, a little bit of this is not the one I would recommend, but it's still a pretty mascara. And then last but not least, we're going to talk about the Ilia mascara. Now, I talk about this mascara all the damn time, so I'm not going to get crazy here. But this is the Ilia mascara. It has long bristles, like long bristles on one side, short on the other side. This is a plastic brush, and I'm freaking obsessed with this mascara. This is the first clean beauty mascara I ever tried, and it is literally like, will never not own this, if that makes sense. Like, this will always be in my arsenal. I'm really impressed with this mascara. It gives me volume, it gives me length, it separates my lashes, it can give me daytime, it can give me nighttime, it can do a lot of different things, and it layers beautifully with other mascaras. So I've talked about this. I have a whole video where I talk about some of these mascaras, so I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I'm really like this. Okay, let's get into the comparisons here. So first I want to compare these to the Kosas and the Ilia one. Okay, I would go here, over here, for the reasons said in the video. Now let's go Bite Beauty versus the Ilia one. Now it depends on what the occasion is. For nighttime, I'm definitely going here. Like this is so freaking good. I just have to make sure I powder my under eyes, whereas this one, I don't necessarily have to do that. I really like this one. This is good for day and nighttime. Like this is just like an easy one. These two layered together are freaking gorgeous because this one can ever so slightly clump because I do like to layer the crap out of my mascaras. I'll like do this one and then go on with this one, and it's just like the perfect lash look. I'm freaking obsessed with it. These two together are amazing. Now I want to talk about these two next to each other because these by far have been the ones I've talked this year so far, the ones I've talked about the most. These are amazing mascaras. I'm freaking obsessed with them. These two, I would say, are equal in terms of my obsession for them for different reasons. This is a traditional brush. This one is not a traditional brush. This one does not run at all, whereas this one doesn't normally run but can have running. I would say in terms of lash look, I can get a similar lash look out of both of these because with the Ilia one, the way I layer it, I do the short bristles first, then the long ones. I can get that a lot of volume and length out of this one. Whereas with this one, I get volume and length, but this is more of a tubing mascara style. So it kind of depends on your preference here, but like to me, these are very equal, but this is still like ekes this one out ever so slightly. Like I'm just truly obsessed with this mascara. Now, the Say Beauty one and the Ilia mascara, I'm going here. This is a good mascara. It's nice. Both plastic brushes. I think the only plastic brush is actually here today. Yeah, the only plastic brush is here today. This one is just superior. It just is. This brush construction is a little bit of a pain in the butt. And I just feel like, although it's beautiful and it doesn't really run, I still prefer this one because this one is, if you're not paying attention and you're applying it to your bottom lashes, it can be a little bit of a mess. Now, I have these mascaras here that I want to talk about, and I don't want to talk about them comparably to the other ones because they are different. So the Aire Perez, the Hint Beauty, and the Lily Lolo mascara. Now these are all drier formulas, and I want to compare these three to each other. Okay, now out of all three of these, I'm going Ilia every time. But out of all of these, I'm going Lily Lolo because it's the most versatile. I'm grabbing this one last because it has the most running. And then this is kind of in the middle because it has like crumbling and it flakes. So this one out of all the ones that are drier formulas is by far the best. The Lily Lolo, it's just so freaking good. What's the name of this one? The name of this one isn't on here, but this is the one in the black tube. It's so freaking good. I really, really like this. Now, I want to compare these two mascaras because they have similar wands. They are very similar. I get a really beautiful lash look out of the both of these. However, I like the Bite Beauty one better. It just gives me more. And with a brush like this and kind of the vibe that this gives me, these are more nighttime mascaras. This one is not as liquidy, so it doesn't clump, and you really don't have that issue, whereas with this one, you kind of do have the clumping. This one is more of a fluffy lash look. This one can still give you a fluffy lash look, but because the formula is wetter on this one, you don't get as fluffy of a lash look, if that makes sense. And I know fluffy lash looks are like all the rage, and people are obsessed with them, and so I would say fluffy lash look here, but for like a true sexy, like just gorgeous lash look, here. Actually, both of these are sexy, beautiful lash looks, but this is my preference. You just have to make sure you're cleaning off the wand or you are going to hate that you're going to hate the mascara. Okay, so I know I'm gonna get the question, which is my favorite. I have three favorites, and I feel like they all work for different occasions. This is by far my longest favorite, the Ilia mascara, and the one that I keep going back to, so I can't say that this isn't my favorite. My favorite in terms of like no fall down, no anything, it's the Merit Beauty one. This is a really good mascara, and these are in my, like here, like I said, very comparable. This one ekes this out ever so slightly, but they're still freaking amazing mascaras. And for nighttime, this is by far my favorite mascara. So freaking good. These also all layer beautifully together. Like if I do this one with this, it's beautiful with this one with this. And yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this Clean Beauty Mascara roundup. I would love to know, out of all these mascaras, which one's your favorite. If you've tried all of them, if you've tried some of them, let me know down below. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.